Hello, this is Harvey, and let's have a children's story. That sounds like fun. Well, I'd like to talk about rules today. I love this rule at our house. Harvey gets the biggest cookie. That's a fun rule. I love that rule. Well, that's kind of a cool rule, except what if there's only one cookie in the house and Harvey gets the only one? That might not be so much fun for other people. Harvey still likes it. But what are rules all about? Well, rules are things that keep us safe and keep us happy and healthy. Those are good rules. There's a thing that God's got. It says rules. For him, he calls them laws. So there's a verse that's pretty cool. It says, "The law of the Lord is perfect." That's a cool thing. Perfect. That means people are healthy and happy and safe when they follow God's rules. Well, one of those rules is called gravity. God spoke the universe into existence and he built this beautiful planet called Earth. And one of the things he helps us keep things in all together. When I go to bed at night, I put my shoes on the floor. I wake up in the morning and I don't have to look on the ceiling to find my shoes. Well, I don't have to look all around unless the dog took it off and chewed it up in the middle of the night. but uh, but typically gravity does a pretty good job. It leaves things parked where we park them. We don't have to go looking all around for our cars. Yeah, that's a pretty handy thing. And so, as long as we pay attention to gravity, then we're in pretty good shape. Well, I'd like to tell you a story about a young person named Ryan. He was my oldest boy. When he was about 7 years old, 6 or 7, I built a tree house out in the backyard. We had a nice, beautiful, tall tree, and I pounded some boards to build a ladder, climbed up, and I built a flat platform with a wall around it so people can climb up there and enjoy the scenery. Well, one of the things I like is adventure. Oh, I love to have fun things. And so I tied a rope to a branch there. And then I had that rope all the way down to another tree, all the way along, and tied that rope really tight. And then what I did is I put a pulley and a handle on it so that people could grab onto that and onto the handle and slide all the way through the air, all the way down to the next tree. Well, that was really fun. So I went off to work one day thinking those boys, or those kids are going to have such a good time. Well, for a week or two, they were doing great with that toy. And then I got a call that there was an accident. Well, the neighbor children came and they were having a good time with that tree house and with that slide. Well, except they decided to tie a little bit of a kind of a clothesline to that pulley contraption, and they thought it'd be fun to jerk that and pull it along really fast past the treehouse, and then you could have an adventure by jumping out into the air and grabbing onto those handles as it goes sailing past. Well, I think they did several passes of that, trying that out, and then it got to Ryan's turn. And so Ryan is getting all set, and they said, one, two, three, go. So Ryan leaped into the air, and they pulled on that rope, but they pulled faster than Ryan was leaping, and it was way past him by the time he got to where he was trying to grab the handles. And this is where the the law of gravity took place. So Ryan is about 10 feet up, and he's leaping out trying to grab those handles, and he went tumbling down. Well, fortunately, he didn't break his neck. He was heading head first. but he was wearing a cast on his left arm and on his right arm for weeks and weeks and weeks after that. And that's the thing, is some of these rules, they work really, really good until we decide that we want to do something else that's just a little bit past what they're meant to be. Those rules are to help keep us safe and healthy and happy. And that's the thing, is we can be happy as long as we follow those rules. And thank you. That's the story for today. Let's listen to church now, and we'll have another story next week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.